Welcome to Season 1 of the Texas Dirt Track Stars of Tomorrow podcast, featuring the latest and greatest young guns moving up and making an impression in the Texas dirt track racing scene. And now, here's your host, Mike Fortier. Hey, good evening, race fans and drivers. How y'all doing? This is our episode 9. And I always like to kick this show off by saying the purpose of the show is to give the younger, or not even necessarily younger, but the drivers that don't get a chance to showcase their talents. And this is the place. This is the place to do that. Tonight, let's see. I reached out to Marianne at Bowl Speedway, and I said, "Who you got that might want to come on?" Without hesitation, she gave me this name, and Rachel Plant also was pretty excited about it. So am I. So without any further ado, if you will, I'm going to introduce this young driver. She runs at Bowl Speedway, runs in the Sport Compact division, and managed to bring in her first victory, and I believe in her racing career. So without any further ado, here is Julie Crabb. What do you say, kiddo?
Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
This is exciting.
Yeah, well, cool. It's just chill out. We're just shooting the breeze. That's all we're doing. So how you been? Are you having a good season?
Yes, sir, I really am. I've gotten into a new car and it's driving a lot better, and I'm really excited for it.
Cool. I watched. We'll talk about this here in a little bit, but I watched the video from Saturday night at Cotton Bowl, and you were pretty impressive. That really looked good.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Are you having fun at least?
Yes, sir, I'm having a blast.
Tell us how you got into this crazy sport.
So, about 4 years ago, my brother got into it. He started racing, and I would say I was his number one supporter. I was there at all of his races with him, and I don't know, it really intrigued me. And I was like, I really do think that that's something I could do. So, the next year, I was able to find it's my great grandmother's car that I was able to find and pull out of a pasture,
Wow.
build. And then the next year, I was racing.
Well, that's sweet. That is very sweet. So how many years you been doing this?
This will be my 3rd year.
Okay. All right. I was back looking at my race pass. I always go to my race pass to learn about drivers and tracks, but primarily drivers. And you've done a good job with your bio. I think it's I find it invaluable that when folks update their MRP profile, keep it current. It's priceless. You're doing a decent job. So I mean, I was able to see that. Well, this last race, you came from 5th place in the A main to 1st.
Yes, sir.
And it looked like you pretty much once you got up there in front, you took off.
Yes, sir. It definitely was a first. I'm still not used to passing and everything, but like this year, I guess I've gotten a lot better at it, because when I started, I wasn't exactly driving on the streets yet. But I feel like I have a lot more experience in it now, so it's a lot easier.
Well, now you can drive better than most people on the street.
Yes, sir.
That's cool. You had looked like the car was pretty well running wherever you put it. I mean, you made some pretty strong passes up on the outside, getting up towards the front. It looked like it was a pretty good car.
Yes, sir. I work with my dad owns a mechanic shop, so he's able to do a lot of the things to my car. It's a 2009 Cobalt, and I don't know. It's what my brother used to race whenever he first got into it, and he won a lot of races with it. So it definitely was never the car's fault if I lost.
Yeah.
But
So that car's been in victory lane once or
yes,
twice.
sir.
Right. Good. I was looking at the stats. Uh, this is how I find this kind of interesting. MRP will track your wins, top five, top three, whatever. It's all that. And I noticed in your first season, your 2022, at least the first season on my race pass, it shows you with an average over the last 10 races that season. It showed you with an average finishing position of 6.2, which isn't too bad. And then in 2023, that number went to an average finishing position of 5.9. This year, so far, after I think 7 races, your average finishing position is at 4.8. So every year, you're doing better and better and better. And that's the trend you want, right?
Yes, sir.
Really cool. Yeah, I love it. This year you've had 7 starts, uh, 6 top 5s, 7 top 10s, and 1 win. So it's all very, very good stuff. Let's take a look at that car. Birdie.
Thank you.
What tells us about the paint scheme? It's very patriotic. Anything special about it?
So I'm able to work with a company called Design Welding, and basically, I used to own a pink car because that was the girly thing to do.
Yeah.
Um,
Now,
but
now it's the manly thing too.
yes, but I wanted to keep a little pink in it. You can see in my number, it's still outlined with pink, but I don't know. I really do this because I'm very proud of where I come from and who's giving me all my blessings and everything. So I just feel like it's very appropriate, I guess, to be racing with the American flag.
Yeah, good for you. Um, what's the history behind the number? Does that number have some special significance to you, or
Well, I stole it from my oldest brother. He used to play basketball with O3, and
okay,
I just kind of stole it from him. I played sports with it my whole life, and
okay,
I guess it just came to my race number 2.
all right. I also wanted to mention any of the listeners out there, viewers, whatever they are, feel free to comment. We'll put it up, try to talk about it. Um, so where else do we want to go here? So your victory, your interview, or Cody Alexander interviewed you right in victory lane, or at
Yes.
the start finish line. You seemed pretty dang excited about that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
After 3 years of racing, I was and everyone in my ear "You're gonna let your brother beat you all the time?" I was so excited. I was finally able to win. When I got to the spot where I'm supposed to get out, I was so panicked, I couldn't take off my seatbelt. I was so excited. I was shaking. But I was very excited to say
That's
the least.
that is awesome. That is awesome. Uh, Pretty decent competition there too. You're up against. I mean, it's not they're not slouches out there. They're getting around.
No, sir. I was able. I think this year especially we have a lot of I-37 racers out there, and it's very good competition
Yep.
because I-37 and Cotton Bowl, I guess we race a lot differently. So
Mhm.
to have the two different races come in, it's definitely been a challenge, and I was very excited that I think I-37 man was there, and I was finally able to beat one of them, and I was really excited.
Yeah, yeah, that's cool. That's very cool. Um, Tell us about your. I'm jumping all over the place here. Sorry, but
No, you're fine.
okay. Tell us about your family racing. Your brother. What's he doing?
So my brother, he just stopped racing in sports compact. He's actually now racing dwarf cars. He's raced probably 3 races now, all at Cotton Bowl, doing dwarfs. And he actually had a race that night too.
Yeah, among 40 or 240. How many were there? A ton.
I think there were 47 or something like that.
Yeah, And what was that? A special event? Was that like a north-south Texas-wide dwarf car
Um,
series or what?
I think so. I don't really know. I
Mhm.
don't know much about it. We all don't know much about it. We're learning it right now.
How did you do?
So he got fourth in the heat race, and then he had made it to the B main, and the top six made it to B main. He started second, was in second till about the I think third lap till the end, and a caution came on, and it was the very last lap, and he ended up spinning out in fifth, so he didn't get to make it to the A main.
That
But
that dreaded late race caution. Sometimes it's a
yes,
blessing, sometimes it's a curse, right?
yes, sir. He was definitely disappointed, but for his third race, it was amazing because I don't know, it's a lot different than a sports compact.
Oh yeah, yeah. Uh, but, how'd you do in your heat race?
My heat race, I won that as well.
You did. Cool,
Yes, sir.
cool. So you were 2 for 2.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
It was my second heat race victory and then my first finale victory.
That's great. Must feel good. Must feel good. Makes it
Yes,
feel
sir.
worthwhile. I mean, not everybody's going to win every night. That's for sure. But man, when you do, it's very special, and that's very cool. Talk to us about talk to us about the folks in this picture. That's a Rachel Plant photo, and by the way, the other one was too. Uh, who are these folks? Tell us about them.
So, far for the left in the blue shirt, that is my brother Cody. That's the one that races with me. The one that got me into it. And then next to him, that's my dad. He's the one that pretty much works on my cars all the time. And then there's me. And then next to me is my mom. And then next to her is my Aunt Rachel. She came out and supported me. And my little cousin Reed is next to her. I got a big hug from him after the race. Um, oh no, something happened.
What do you mean? Something happened? What happened?
Hold on. Okay, I got it.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, I panic.
And
That's
then
on my end.
And then next to him, that's my oldest brother Blake.
Mhm.
Um, and then beside him is his girlfriend Julia, and then next to her is a family friend Ethan, and he has always came out to me and Cody's races, so it's pretty cool.
So you've got a big family support deal going
Yes,
here,
sir.
right? And they're working on the car and helping you out any way they can. Most
Yes,
likely.
sir.
That's great.
My dad probably spends about probably 5 hours a week working on my car, just getting it ready and everything. I'm
Yep.
so grateful for that because with school and everything, I wouldn't be able to. So I'm glad I have a family around me that can do
Yeah,
that.
yeah. It takes a lot of time. It's a commitment, and it's something you got to be devoted to in order to win.
Yes, sir.
You're apparently pretty devoted to it. You've got it. Do you have any desires to move to a different class or?
Um, I I'll probably stay in this class for probably a year or two more, but we have another car. Um, I can't think of what the name of it was. It literally I just had it in my head. But we have another car. It's a class up. Oh my goodness.
Would it be
Factory stock. It's a factory
stock?
stock.
A
And
very popular class. Yep.
yes, sir. And we have that car and it's in the shop. It can be built and probably in 2 years I'm gonna try to start racing that
Hmm.
just to move up,
Hmm.
enjoy it a little more.
They're going to go from front wheel drive to rear wheel drive,
Yes, sir.
4 cylinders to 8. Big
It'll
change.
definitely be a big change.
Yeah, it is. Hey, that's the way to go. Just move up gradually, get some experience behind the wheel, racing, passing, getting past,
Oh yes, sir.
all of those things. Good.
I couldn't imagine having to use the e-brake though. I'm kind of worried about that. And
Ah,
it's
you
not
should,
even for
Brad.
2 years.
Yeah. I mean, what the heck? You're not drifting.
It feel I can only imagine what it feels like. Those front row cars, you just kind of drive around the corners. Everyone else is like halfway sideways through the corners. I can only imagine what that feels like.
Well, I don't know a lot about the cars they're driving, how they're being driven. but I suppose the e-brake can help you swing the rear end of the car around a little bit. I used to love to do that in the wintertime on ice, in the parking lot. Just crank her up and slam on the emergency brake and whatever. Whatever. Ah, so your plans to continue out the season, right? You're
Yes.
let's see, you're ninth in points, and you're only 89 points out, I think, which isn't all that bad. You make every race, you finish well, hey, still a shot.
Yes, sir. I plan on making every race, but I'm a senior this year, so
Okay.
I can only imagine how busy my schedule will be. But it is my plan to make every race. I'm really committed to it. I really enjoy doing it. It's a lot of fun, and I enjoy getting to be around everyone in the
Mhm.
racing community. It's always just like a big family.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's always really nice to be able to go there and just like I have no more worries or whatever.
Isn't that true though? I mean, we talked about that the last show I did. You just the minute you walk into that racetrack or whatever, it's just all you think about. Everything behind you.
It just everything else, it's so nice because it doesn't matter like how stressful anything is. Like as soon as you walk into that track, that's all you're thinking about. And I have fun the whole time, and I'm able to spend it with my brothers and my dad. So it's really like a really good experience because there's only so much time I get to have with everyone, and I would love like to spend it with them. It's really amazing.
That's the way it's supposed to be. That's really really good. Yep. Uh, you got any sponsors or special folks you'd like to thank?
Yes. So my biggest sponsor is City Auto Service. It's a company that my parents actually own or co-own with a guy named Jeff Bollinger. And then I am also sponsored from Design Welding, who does my wraps on my car. And then Terry's Body Shop, which I got into a lot of wrecks my first 2 seasons. So he definitely straightened out my frame
Good
quite
sponsor to
so
have.
many
Yeah.
times.
Right.
And then Randy's Wrecker.
Okay. Cool. Uh, well, what else you want to talk about? We got plenty of time. We don't have to talk about anything else if you don't want to, but show's yours. Go for it.
Um, I don't
Hard.
know. I don't know. This whole like experience for me in racing and everything, it's been so fun. Like I have so many stories that I that I've gained from it. Like my first year of racing was actually I guess my second year. It was probably the scariest year. I got into probably 3 wrecks a race. You know, I that was the year I got gotten T-boned. All of the above.
Right.
My first rate or practice actually, I had my big head thinking, oh, this is easy. My brother does it. Like he swings around the corners and it's not even that big of a deal. And I was on my second practice lap and I went straight into the wall.
Ouch.
And I probably was scared for about 15 races after that. I just trolled on the inside of the track. It was so
Well,
terrible.
I you know, I think that's all part of the experience, though, right?
Uh, yes.
Once you've done it, you know what it's like.
Oh, yes. I never want to hit that wall again. That's for sure.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that. Yeah. You how well do you feel your car is competitively to some of the others? It looked fast. It really did.
So I don't drive a standard. I drive an automatic. So, um, I don't really know how, I guess, like how they drive. I drove a standard one time on the track and I did not do very well because I couldn't shift it. But um, honestly, I think I probably have one of the most powerful cars out there, and it takes control of the track really well. It really likes the high line. It really likes driving the high line. Like that is where it loves to be. But it's I really do feel like I have one of the most powerful cars out there. And for me just now to be getting a win,
Yeah,
it's not the car's fault. That's for dang sure. But I'm
it's
learning, so
a confidence builder. It really is.
it really is.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. Our next race is on Saturday, and I'm so excited to go out there. I'm hoping the car drives the same, because if so, I have a lot of confidence now that I can do it. I used to go into every race like, oh yeah, it's a possibility I'll win. But now that I've actually won and seeing how much I was able to win by, like, I'm really excited to be at the racetrack again. Like, my
Yeah, I know.
confidence is
Yeah,
definitely through the roof now.
yeah, for sure, for sure. H always gives you a good track to race on too.
Yes, he does. He does really well.
Yeah, puts a lot of time into it. Um, well, good. I'm really, really pleased you came on, and really pleased to meet you.
You too.
If you have anything else, go for it. I'm just, I don't know what to say. Yeah, I'm actually a little bit taken aback by all of this. I mean, you're young, you're enthusiastic, you're you love the sport,
Yes, sir.
and you speak well. Somebody told me you were nervous. I said, I don't know. I'm not nervous. I'll fix that.
Well, thank you.
And it's been a pleasure. So
Thank
you
you.
are. I guess that's all right. I guess that's it. Unless you have anything else to say, let me look at my notes here. Uh, don't think there's anything else I wanted to talk to you about, but uh, you were fast. You were actually fourth quick in the A main there the last race. You ran at 22.5 roughly, which was only
Yes,
2/10 of a second off the fastest time.
yes, sir.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yes, sir. I'm trying to match my brother's times. He was always in the low 21s, and he
Okay.
always he always rubs it in my face how you still haven't beat my fastest time. So I'm really working towards it.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, listen, that's awesome, and keep up the good work.
Thank you so much.
Keep the faith. Don't get discouraged. There'll be the days. There'll be, the highs and the lows.
Yes, sir.
But ride the highs while you can. It's awesome.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Anything else you want to say? Go for it. Otherwise, we'll wrap it up, I guess.
Well, I just want to say thank you to everyone that comes and supports me, and like my dad especially, and my brother, just because they've gotten me into it. Just one more time, because truly without them I wouldn't be able to do
Perfect.
any of this.
Perfect. That's what it takes. All right, kiddo. Thank you very much.
Thank you so
It's
much.
been great having it's been great having you on, and you're welcome back anytime. I love it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take care. Very nice lady. Awesome. Doing a heck of a job. It's refreshing to see some of these younger folks really getting really into the sport. It's the future, as the show is called, Texas Dirt Track Stars of Tomorrow. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to help these folks out. And, hopefully it is. So I believe that's a wrap, folks. And hang on a second. I got a comment that came in. I just noticed it. And it's from Bowl Speedway saying, "We are so proud of you." And I know why. Keep it up. Awesome job, folks. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Take it easy on the Texas Dirt Track Stars of Tomorrow.